I'm Michelle. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, then welcome on back. I'm an architectural designer by day, and in the evenings and on the weekends, I am a hobby sewist. I hope you are as obsessed with this fabric as I am. I got it from Fine Fabrics in Atlanta, Georgia, and of course I was taken by the color because I love anything that's hot pink, fuchsia, magenta, anything in that color range, just let me have it. But also the texture of this fabric, and the movement that the texture gives, I just really liked it. So of course I had to get some yardage to bring it home with me. Now the dress I'll be making with this is very much like this black and white dress you've probably seen me share on my Instagram a few times. And to make that dress, I used McCall's M7995 and I hacked it. So stay tuned to see how I hack this pattern to turn it into a voluminous halter dress. What I would like to say is that when this dress is done, what I'm envisioning is going to be referential to a dress that Kira, who is Island Socialist on YouTube and Instagram, made last year. She made it for her Pattern Hackathon entry, and Pattern Hackathon is actually hosted by another Caribbean soul sister. She's Chris from On Social. But Kira's dress, she actually manipulated the fabric on her own. So she didn't buy the fabric manipulated. She cut, sewed, and did everything to create the ruffles of her dress. And just so you can get a better idea, this is what her dress looked like. And I'll be sure to share the links to the videos she put together showing the steps as to how she manipulated that fabric to create the ruffles. So if you'd like to continue watching me hack M7995 and turn it into a halter, then you definitely should stay tuned.
First up, I start by tracing the pattern piece onto large format paper. After that, I use my rotary cutter and I cut the piece out that I just finished tracing. Next up, I draw some lines across the pattern piece. So this is across the bodice, and I do them at 1 inch increments all the way down, and then I connect those dashed lines. When you're finished connecting all of these lines vertically up the length of the dress, you're going to use your rotary cutter and you're going to cut them all almost to the neckline, but all the way through the hemline. So make sure that you don't completely disconnect the pattern piece at the neckline. Remember that, it's super important. What we're doing here is the slash and spread method, and this is the slash portion of that.
So I'm totally using my kitchen knives as pattern weights. Anyways, no judgment, but I got another sheet of large format paper and I placed the pattern piece that I had slashed on top of that, and then I spread it to my heart's content. And what I mean by I spread it to my heart's content is that I spread it till I was like, okay, I am comfortable with this, and I think that this would create great volume for the dress that I have in mind. And now I want to show you a little comparison between the original pattern piece and the one that we'll be using to make this dress. Now, for an idea of what it used to look like and what it looks like now, here's a quick comparison that this is all the volume that we have added to this sewing pattern by doing the slash and spread method. So you can see how much more volume is going to be in this dress now by just drawing some 1 inch lines, or lines 1 inches apart, lines that are 1 inch apart, cutting along them and then spreading them out, literally slashing and spreading. I know it seems like we skipped ahead to get to a finished garment, but I'm going to explain to you exactly how I cut the back pattern piece. So after I did the slash and spread on the front, I duplicated the finished piece with the slashing and the spreading included. And what I did was that for the piece, for the side that would align on the fold, I measured about 1 inch to 1.5 inches down from where the top of the side seam would start, and then I cut that on a curve. So that's what created the back halter here. And that was the pattern piece, and I cut 2 of each, one in the lining fabric because this dress is fully lined, and then one in the finished fabric. I felt like it was very important for this dress to just be a simple silhouette because the fabric is doing all the heavy lifting, doing all the hard work, and I felt like if it was like complicated silhouette, you would lose the stunningness and the movement of the fabric. It's a very simple sew. Once you're finished doing all your slashing and spreading with the pattern pieces, it is super duper simple. There were just 2 seams, which were on the sides, of course, and then on the back we do have an elastic casing here. On the front, I turned the neckline over so that I could slip this choker through it, and that's it. Pretty simple sew. The difficulty was more in the slashing and spreading and manipulating the pattern. So, thanks for watching if you've made it this far, and if you would like me to create more videos like this, let me know down in the comments.